souls, welcome back to Zenith Tarot with me, Natasha. Today's pick a card reading is going to be super quick, so probably like between 3 and 5 minutes each, and this is a yes or no, and this is, I've looked, you can use it for other things, but primarily love readings. So your love questions, yes or no. So, you know, think about what your question is and then pick which pile you are most drawn to. So we have pile 1 up here with the Dream Amethyst. So they're all little hearts today. We have pile 2 with the Rose Quartz heart. We've got pile 3 in this top right hand corner with Green Aventurine. We have pile number 4 with the Labradorite heart. Then we have pile 5 here with just normal amethyst. So that one's Dream Amethyst, this is normal amethyst. And then we have pile 6 with the Sodalite. So what I'm going to look at is one card, once some of them have 2, whether it's a yes or no, if it will change in the future, and some advice as well. But it is quite a short reading. And yeah, so just remember this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hey guys, if you picked pile 1 and the Dream Amethyst heart, this is your reading. So let's get started. Just a reminder, if you want private readings, I do have space at the moment, so give me a message either on Instagram, Facebook, or send me an email, and it's in the description box. So I'm going to look at all of them, because even though it is, you know, yes or no, it does kind of tell a little story as well. So your kind of yes or no card is the World. So I'm just trying to get to focus there. So we have the World. So whether this will change in the future, we have the Nine of Wands. We have 3 of Pentacles for your advice, and then we've got a second advice card with the Moonology, and your dreams need a practical plan. So for you guys, first of all, whether it's yes or no, you have the World, and for me this is very much a card of, you know, completion, of joy, of celebration. So it very much says to me yes. So whatever your question is, I see this as a yes or a positive answer, because, you know, sometimes you may have phrased something in an almost like a negative way, so the no would be positive, but if you know what I mean, it's a positive outcome here. So yes. So I feel like if this is a, like, is this person going to come back? Does this person like me? Yes, I would say yes, this person, it is a yes. So definitely a card of celebration. And will it change in the future? So we have the Nine of Wands here, which is, you know, interesting card to have. So with your Nine of Wands and then the 3 of Pentacles in as your advice, and you kind of have that your dreams need a practical plan. For some of you, if you're asking about a relationship maybe where you have to move, if you're like, should I move? I feel like this is kind of like almost like a yes. So if you need to move to be with this person, I feel like Spirit saying yes. Definitely, like with the is it going to change in the future, I feel like it is a no, like it will still be positive. But with that Nine of Wands, I feel like there is a sense of almost like needing to kind of work hard, just keep going. Like it's not going to be like a super easy process, and it's one of these things that, you know, I feel like everything, you know, in our minds sometimes we feel like, oh, even soulmate connections, people think, oh, if it's not easy, it's not a soulmate connection. I feel like that isn't true. You're always going to face obstacles, and I feel like Spirit's saying that you totally have the ability to get over these obstacles and to keep going and to come to like a successful outcome is what I'm getting from this. And it's with that 3 of Pentacles and your dreams need a practical plan. It could be that for this kind of positive, that yes, you are going to have to be collaborative with this person, work with them, but ultimately I feel like if you're willing to put the effort in with this person and achieve, and you know, if it is something like you're needing to move, I feel like something along those lines. If these are your questions, then I feel like it's definitely Spirit's like, yes, it's going to take some work, but you know, with that kind of, that's earthy energy, and with Taurus, very obviously earth energy as well, I feel like there's a focus on, you know, as much as there is love, there needs to be that practicality side as well. So do think about that as well. But yeah, that's your reading. I think it's very much like a yes here. Let me know, you know, what your question was, how it resonated with you, down in the comments below, and do hit that like, hit subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hello part 2, if you chose the Rose Quartz Heart, this is your reading. And just before I jump into it, do remember, if you want private readings, I am free at the moment. I have spaces each week, so do get in contact via Instagram, Facebook, or my email, which is in the description box below. So let's get into your reading. So your love question, have a think about what it is. You can pause the video if you wish, and so whether this is a yes, no, then we have a look at if it could change in the future, because obviously not everything is always set in stone, and some advice for you guys. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Hierophant reversed. And we have the Eight of Wands for advice, along with the card Meditate and Contemplate, New Moon in Pisces. So, Queen of Cups. I see the Queen of Cups personally as a very, you know, positive card. I would see the Queen of Cups as a yes. So whatever your question is, as I said to pile 1, obviously it depends how you phrased it, because sometimes a no might actually be the positive outcome, but I would see the Queen of Cups as being a positive outcome in this scenario. So as well, especially for a love reading or a love question, you know, the Queen of Cups is somebody that is nurturing. There is a lot of love there with her cup, and it's kind of like wanting to like, it's almost like she's holding it like she wants to offer it up, or she's just admiring kind of that love. So I would see this as a positive outcome, or a yes here for you guys. And you know, when I start looking at the other card, it kind of tells a story, and it may suggest some questions that you guys are kind of asking. So if you are asking, you know, if this person wants a relationship, if they want marriage, that kind of thing. So it's like, is this going to like, whatever is it going to change in the future? So I feel like with the Hierophant reversed, it kind of has that feeling of being like almost like going against society's like norms. It may be like not wanting to get married, it may be wanting to kind of have a bit of a alternate lifestyle, that kind of thing. So whether it's like open relationships, friends with benefits. So I feel like if you're asking about if this person wants a relationship, I feel like with this being in like, I feel like they're saying that yes, there's like love here and there could be a relationship, but I feel like this kind of like, will it change in the future? It's almost like a suggestion of, you know, needing to have communication, especially with that Eight of Wands there. You know, have that communication about what it is that you want, because with that Hierophant reversed, it feels like it could, it may be a situation that they may want, like a situation that maybe you wouldn't want or you wouldn't be comfortable with. So definitely for you guys that are asking about relationships, that's something to consider, and about, you know, how will it change in the future. So it may be, you know, I feel like with that Hierophant reverse, it's almost like because it goes, you know, against the institution is how I would say it, that, you know, it almost feels a bit like a wild card here. Like, yeah, it could change in the future. It could it could be quite like uncertain is something that I'm feeling. And your advice here, so you have the Eight of Wands. So for this, I see this as also, Eight of Wands is very much like a yes card as well. So to get that come up as is like almost like another confirmation for me that this is a yes. But also it's about like communicating clearly, I would say, without barriers, and just being very like open. So I feel like with this, the person you're thinking about and you're asking a question about, you know, communicate with them very openly. And with this meditate and contemplate, you know, have a think about what it is. Obviously, before you're communicating with them, think about what it is that you actually really want. So if this is somebody that's like, oh, I really like you, but you know, I don't want a relationship, or I don't want marriage, I don't want kids. If there's somebody that doesn't want that kind of thing, then, you know, really think about it and see if it is something that you want as well. Obviously, depending on what your question is, that's one message that I'm getting through quite strongly. So, so yeah, do think about that. But also just in general with that, with the idea of communicating clearly, you know, contemplate what it is that you do want, what you want to say. So if it is, if you're talking to someone and you've gone through difficulties, you know, be very clear about what it is you want to say, and be kind of like quite calm is what I would say. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know how this resonated with you. You know, let me know what your question was, see if it answered it. And thanks for watching. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the Green Aventurine Heart, this is your reading. And just before I get started, just a reminder that I have spaces available each week for private reading, so get in touch via Facebook or Instagram, or by email, which is in the description box, to book your reading. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is this a yes, is it a no, could it change in the future, and get some advice for you guys. So we have, you guys had the most cards also, so for the yes or no, you had the Star and you had the Two of Cups. So they came out together. Then you had would it change in the future, Knight of Pentacles. And then we have, for your advice, we have Seven of Wands and Ten of Wands. And the Moonology card is Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. So, first off the bat, guys, I feel like very much to get the Star and the Two of Cups in this reading, I see these as both very positive cards, like yes cards. You know, the wish is all about, you know, dreaminess and, you know, hoping for a better future. And then the Two of Cups, you can just see from the card, is such like beautiful energy. And to get it in like a love reading, it has that kind of like soulmate, deep connection kind of vibes going on. So definitely I would say that it's a yes or a positive outcome. As I said to the other two piles, depends how you've worded your question. Sometimes a no might be the kind of positive outcome in the scenario. So definitely feels very positive. Feels like, you know, there could be a lot of love here. If you're asking, does somebody love me, or if there's like a future here, I feel like definitely yes. And especially if you are asking about a future, to have this, and then you have will it change in the so will it change in the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with that Knight of Pentacles, I always see this as a like a no, it won't change in the future. I feel like this is you know, very almost like with that Two of Cups, it feels almost like very destined. So if this for the majority of you, I feel like this is somebody that probably is like soulmate energy. You know, you have this tie, and there's like it feels like, you know, in the future it's just gonna continue progressing. So with that Knight of Pentacles, I love the Knight of Pentacles here because, you know, it feels like things are growing. I love this like very earthy man as well, the way he's walking around barefoot. And it feels like, you know, it's kind of calm, it's growing it's not going to be rushed, and it's just going to create like really like a beautiful outcome is how I feel with this card. So I feel like Spirit is like, you know, don't rush too much. Sometimes it's almost like letting it take its time to kind of happen naturally with these pentacles, which almost make me feel like they're growing from the ground. He's like coming to harvest these pentacles. So, you know, kind of take your time here. There's no need to rush, Spirit is saying. And, you know, with your advice, you have hold your vision. So I feel like that kind of goes quite nicely with that Knight of Pentacles, because that Knight of Pentacles is kind of like a slower energy. It's almost like sometimes you may think, oh, is anything even happening? But, you know, hold that vision, keep persisting, keep believing, and I feel like it is very much a yes. And with these cards with advice, you know, share your burden. Don't let people... I feel like with the 7 of Wands and then that 10 of Wands, it feels like, you know, when it comes to this person, you know, don't get involved in any gossip, and don't take heed to people's gossip or maybe about this person or you guys' situation. Just kind of ignore it, be above it, and share with, you know, that 10 of Wands, you know, share things. There's a sense of like almost like keeping it to yourself and only sharing it with people that you really trust is what I would say, because I feel like people will try and burst that bubble otherwise. So just, you know, only share it with those that you really trust. There's a need to kind of keep it all together, keep it to yourself at the moment is what I would say. So hopefully this resonated. Do let me know what your question, if you're comfortable sharing it, let me know what your question was, see how it resonated with you, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hello, pile number 4. So if you chose the Labradorite heart, I'm trying to get one of the little blue flashes there for you, there you go. This is your reading. So just before I get started, do remember I have spaces each week for private readings. So if you want to get in touch, then do so via Facebook, Instagram, or, you know, send me an email with the email that's in the description box. So, you guys, we have 2 of Wands. Oh, sorry, that went very blurry, didn't it? So we have 2 of Wands, and I wanted to get clarity on this. So we have the Knight of Wands. Then we have, will it change in the future? 6 of Pentacles. And your advice is the Ace of Cups. And work through your fears. New Moon in Scorpio. So, for you lovely pile 4 people. So, with the this 2 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, so when it comes to being yes and no, I feel like this makes me feel like it's a yes, or like a positive outcome. But I feel like, you know, with that 6 of Pentacles, it's almost like the balance wise, it could go either way. That's how I'm seeing it with the scales. But I think what Spirit wants you to know is that I feel like you're the one that's holding the scales. I feel like you totally have the ability to tip the scales in your favour with this 2 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So one, you know, Wands is that fire energy, so it's that kind of like creative energy. I always think like with 2 of Wands here, I feel like you have the power to choose and the power to manifest like what it is that you want is the message that I'm getting through here. So it is a yes, but definitely like it's almost like with this cards here, so you've got like work through your fears, so you have that kind of like fearful energy, but then this like super happy energy of Ace of Cups. So for you guys, I'm actually kind of reading this as like a whole, For some of them it's more like distinct, but I feel like your message is coming out all together right here. So what Spirit wants you to know is that yes, you know, I feel like you have this power to create what you want, with that like Knight of Wands as well. Like I feel like with your passion, your enthusiasm, I feel like this love situation is totally like in your hand. It's like the globe here. Like you're holding all the possibilities in your hand. I feel like you just need to realize kind of like your power here, and it's almost like, you know, at the moment you're like that Knight of Wands, and it's like you need to upgrade to the Queen of Wands, and then you're going to realize like how powerful you are. So I feel like it's a potential, it's like almost like a potentially a yes, but Spirit's saying that you have this power to shift it. And when it comes to advice here, I feel like, you know, if you've watched my videos a lot, I don't necessarily believe in law of attraction, because sometimes I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, you have to be, you know, it feels like you have to be in like a high vibe, like good mood, you know, always constantly grateful for you to be able to receive anything, which, you know, I don't think is true. I believe it's more your thoughts have power, and, you know, if you're thinking positive thoughts all the time, you've got your affirmations, you're going to be more likely to attract those things, is how I see it. Anyway, that's how it works in my mind. So I feel like there is a need for you to kind of, it is almost like work through those fears, so work through those self-limiting beliefs. Anything that you think is going to stop this from being a yes. So as I said, you have the power to kind of switch up the balance here. So I feel like, you know, work through anything that is holding you back. If you have those like little niggling thoughts in the back of your head that's like, oh no, this relationship can't possibly work, or, you know, they don't want you, you're not attractive enough. Any of those like little crappy thoughts that you have about yourself, like Spirit saying that you need to work through them, kind of get rid of them. And, you know, with that Ace of Cups is definitely like focus on like giving yourself like self-love. And I just see that as being like, you know, go on like affirmation rampages, listen to music that is gonna, you know, that makes you feel like sexy and confident and like a badass. Like listen to that kind of stuff, like kind of like give back to yourself is what I'm feeling. Like give back to your own confidence and your own happiness, because when you're in that confident state, I feel like this turns from like potentially a yes to be like a hell yeah, is the sense that I'm getting from Spirit. So that's what I would say for you guys. If you resonate with this reading, please do comment down below, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hi guys, if you chose the just normal amethyst heart, this is your reading. So just before I get started, I do have space for private readings each week. If you want one and want to book, then do so via Facebook, Instagram, or you can email me. And yeah, I look forward to reading for you. Right, so today we have Three of Wands, we have 10 of Cups, we have Justice, and we have Expect Powerful Change. So for you guys, oh my god, right, I feel like this is a very much a positive outcome. This is like a yes. Three of Wands always makes me think it is like a card of kind of like manifesting, kind of waiting for it to come in. It's like you've done all the work, you've put your intentions out there to the universe. It's just a case of waiting and for it to come in. So I feel like if you're saying, you know, does this person love me? Are we going to have a relationship? I feel like if you are manifesting it, then this is a yes. This is going to be, it's coming. don't worry how, don't worry when, just know that it's coming for you. And you know, you have the Ten of Cups here in the middle. So Ten of Cups, you know, this is a kind of like, is it going to change? I feel like whatever it is you want, you're going to get your kind of happily ever after. So I feel like if your answer yes is like positive, I feel like it's a no, this isn't going to change. I feel like you have this ability to create this happily ever after, this Ten of Cups. The universe wants to give it to you. And with the advice here, you know, expect powerful change. I feel like it goes with it quite nicely, that Three of Wands. Like if you've been manifesting it, if you're waiting on this person, if you're like, oh, am I going to find my soulmate? Is this person the one? I feel like yes, they are. You're going to be getting everything that you have kind of, you know, put it. If you have been generally like a good person, you've been doing the work on yourself, you know, you're healing, you've put out all those kind of like positive vibes into the universe, and I feel like you are going to be getting those back, like tenfold. And especially with that, expect powerful change. Like, I feel like this is coming. It's going to be unexpected almost, especially with powerful change. I feel like it is, because like new moon eclipse, I feel like it doesn't happen very often, so I feel like it is going to be unexpected, but it's going to be like very powerful. So if you're trying to bring in like new love, which I feel like for some of you it can be like, am I going to be meeting someone soon? Am I going to be meeting like the love of my life? I feel like this is a whole load of yes, like yes, this person's coming into your life. So yeah, that was quite a short reading because it's very, very obvious to me that this is a yes, and it's a very, very positive yes. I feel like it's and it feels like it's not going to change either, because sometimes with this card it could be like, it depends, like sometimes it feels like it could change, but for that Ten of Cups to be there, I feel like this is very, very good news for you guys. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hello Pile 6, if you chose the Sodalite Heart, then this is your reading. Before I get started, do remember I have spaces each week for private readings, so do get in touch via email, which is in my description box, or via Instagram or Facebook. Let's get started for you guys. So this is a yes or no, will it change in the future, and advice for you guys. So we have the Five of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles for will that change in the future, we have the Ace of Pentacles for advice, along with the card Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, so full moon in Leo. So for me, first out of the bat, is the Five of Swords for the yes or no. And for me, this is definitely, you can kind of tell just by looking at this card that it feels like it is a no. It doesn't feel like a very good outcome here. So this card as well, the kind of feelings that you get from it is almost like a winning at all costs, you know, miscommunication, but you know, sometimes it can be, you know, a case of miscommunication like by accident. Sometimes it can be on almost like saying things out of spite, like when you're upset, wanting to hurt, wanting to wound someone else, kind of wanting to have that final say and to be like almost like the winner, but it's a case of there is really no winners. So for, you know, love situations, if you have if you're asking, you know, will this person come back, you know, is this going to work out, then this may be a no. we have because like obviously nothing is generally ever set in stone, so I want to see if that would change in the future. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. So I would say that this definitely has the ability to change. So right now it may feel like it's very much in that kind of like no energy, and you know, as a kind of like a negative outcome, so depending on how you've worded the question. But with that Two of Pentacles being in the middle, it's a case of like that yes, it could change in the future. With the Pentacles being the person like juggling them in this kind of infinite loop, I feel like each pentacle, one could be the yes, one could be the no, and it feels like, you know, it could in the future it could change to a yes, it could still be a no. It's very changeable is how I feel about this. So there is I feel like you probably have quite a lot of power, more than you think here, because your card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like, you know, there's a possibility, or I feel like, sorry, not a possibility, if you wanted to, you could manifest the outcome that you want with that Ace of Pentacles. I feel like Ace of Pentacles is definitely a card of manifestation. It feels like, you know, you could have a new opportunity here. But I think as well, what else Spirit wants me to tell you with that card, don't let pride get in the way. So this could obviously, this depending on your personal situation, this is a general reading, so I'm going to read this in, give you two ways I read this, and then obviously take the way that resonates most with you. So first of all, with the don't let pride get in the way, the first message that I get from this is, you know, if you know, this is quite a negative energy, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that I don't really like. The Five of Swords is quite a icky energy. This definitely an energy that you don't want to be in. So with the don't let pride get in your way, there may be, if you are somebody that is kind of sticking with someone because it's almost like, oh, we've kind of come through, we've gone through a lot, we've, you know, maybe people have always said that it's never going to work out, but you're kind of sticking with them despite this kind of energy. I feel like Spirit is saying that, you know, don't let pride get in the way here between you and finding something like a love situation that will be better. Like, you could manifest something that's better. You know, Spirit is always going to give you new opportunities to come along. So I feel like for some of you, you may feel like, oh no, I can't, we've come a long way. Like, no, don't let your pride of people going, oh, I told you it won't work out, get in the way of you doing what's good for you and like your mental health and the possibility of finding somebody or something else that is going to be, you know, much more aligned to you, that's going to be better. That's one way of reading it. The second way is, you know, don't let pride get in your way. So if you were the person that, you know, maybe you feel like that maybe you went too far, maybe you said things you regret, don't let pride get in your way being the person to go back and apologize. If you feel like that maybe that was you at the time, maybe you weren't in the best place, maybe you've worked on yourself since then, you know, don't let pride get in the way of apologizing and, you know, giving someone, kind of offering that person a new opportunity with you guys. But also, you know, if they were like that, don't go back. Or if they're offering you this kind of new opportunity, if they're offering you an apology and you were like, nope, maybe you said to them that you'd never go back there, but now you do kind of want to, maybe they've changed since then, you know, don't let what you've said in the past stop you from going forward. So obviously take that how it resonates. That's kind of like 3 messages I'm getting from that, because, you know, it is a yes or no, so there could be a lot of questions, there's a lot of people, a lot of different possibilities here. So hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, leave me a comment down below if you're comfortable to do so. Hit like, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another reading. See you later.